What's going on, guys? Back here at Bunk Talk Podcast. We got this is episode 5 publicly, four publicly and 5 privately. What's up, guys? What did you guys do this weekend?
I was out in the
Oh,
hills.
yeah.
Oh,
How
my
was the
cabin.
hills?
It was good. We went and rode four-wheelers in the trails and started raining. I had my headphones on. I was just jamming out though, like flying back to the trails with like hail hitting my face. And I got out on the open road and it even hurt even more, but I didn't care. I was just singing, just straight vibing.
You have a windshield
But
on it or no?
no, no.
Yeah,
I think
look
those are
gay
ugly as
anyways.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very bad. Yeah, it was
What about
fun
you,
though.
Ty?
Oh, Farmhouse Brewery had a little going away party, I guess, for JD since JD's moving back to the old farmstead
Oh,
in
is he?
Fort Pierre. Yep. So it's kind of more of like a get together after quarantine, but also a going away party for JD. So
I bet that
There's
was
a
nice for you to get out of Brule County for a while and go
oh
hang out with
yeah,
some of our buddies.
I was gonna say the first time I've been out of Brule County to hang with other people was so much fun. It was a blast. All the
Yeah,
Yankton boys, Bonholm boys.
There's like
Amy
dude.
and
20,
Allie
30
went.
people, wasn't there?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
it
quite a
was
few people.
packed. There's a lot of people. The Yankton boys were out there.
You were passed out at like what, 6?
10,
At 10,
10,
okay.
10
A
Did
little
you ever
p.m.
better,
wake
but
back up or no?
Yeah, I ended up waking back up at 2 o'clock.
And they were still rowdy.
Oh, they were rowdy till about 5 in the morning because then I woke up at like 2 o'clock and then I went back to bed at 3 because I was like, if I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, I gotta go back to bed. So
who
went back to bed
drove?
at 3. I was driving, but Allie drove us back to Platte and Cody drove us back to Kimball.
You drive Clifford?
Yep, Big Red.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could have come there with you guys, but
Yeah,
that one looked like a fun one though. You guys looked like
yeah,
you had fun, all the videos and shit.
yeah. It was lots of fun. We had a big old darty and then moved the
Yeah.
party inside once it got cold out.
Well,
It was fun. Their house was trash the next morning though.
oh, I
Like we
bet.
had to help them clean up, and like there was beer cans all over, and I was like, "Holy cow!" Like this place was absolutely trash. Their yard was full of beer cans up in the middle.
You
And
must
yeah,
have
it
went
was.
through like 10, 12 cases.
Oh yeah,
That many
easily.
people.
Oh yeah, easily. There was so much
Don't
beer.
don't they have like a little bar set up in there?
Yeah, they have a little bar set up, but the Bon Homeboys ended up bringing their beer pong table,
Oh
so
yeah.
we didn't really stick around the bar much. We stuck around the beer pong table for a little bit.
How was that table? That looked like a pretty nice
Oh, it
table
was
on the
sweet. It's
Snapchat.
perfect, honestly, for beer pong. Like, it's not super wide. It's like skinny and longer, but it's like perfect. Like, yeah, it's perfect for beer pong,
They
and it's
painted it.
cool. Yeah, cool
Yeah,
They
that
took
design.
does
like
look
like
sweet.
8 hours one day of painting and that wasn't even done yet.
Yeah, well, they're around the sides. They have the diamonds
Checkered.
of the checkered of blue and yellow.
Yep.
That definitely took the longest
Just
because
the
it's just little
detail.
squares. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they must have taped it off then, didn't they? Or how did they do
yeah.
that?
I seen that they taped off the top of it and then had stencils and were painting the stencils and the tape and
Oh,
stuff. But yeah, it looks sweet. It's really good.
what about you, Mac? What'd you do today? Or this
Today or
weekend,
Friday? Friday, I went to Watertown, got a little rowdy.
What do you mean, Rowdy?
We went over to one of his buddy's house, and then we were just playing pong with Cop and my buddies till like 4:30 in the morning. We went back to Matt's place, and I was digging around the fridge, and I found about 10 leftover B-dubs hot wings.
Oh, you cash them?
Put them all down at like 5 in the morning, and then he had a little bit of milk left, so I put that down, and then went to bed until like 10.
You drove home?
Yeah,
How was that drive home?
that's fine.
Seen that you
Oh,
and your girlfriend went to Brookings too. Huh?
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Thursday
Go
we
to
went to
Cubby's.
Cubbies, yeah.
How was
Some
that?
Chislic.
Yeah, Chiswick. Could have went for a beer though.
Yeah.
What made you guys want to go to Brookings? Just get out for a little bit?
Yeah, and I had to drop off that textbook at
Oh shit, I forgot
textbooks for
about my
less.
textbooks.
Yeah, I can't find the ISBN on my textbooks to send it back, so I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm just gonna bring it next weekend or
Yeah.
when I move. Yeah, I'm moving to Brookings this summer.
Yeah.
And there
Yeah,
with
tell them about that.
moving in with some of my boys from Chamberlain Riggs and Mark and one of their friends that they met their freshman year, Blake from Dells. So we have a good time.
House right across from McDonald's if you're ever cruising through Brookings.
You know, oh Max, we're telling the viewers that we were going to tell this story, so let's just tell them what happened at McDonald's.
McDonald's. Fuck, dude, I kind of want to wait until we have who was it? I was talking to someone about this. Who was with us that
Schoono, Cole, Iron. I don't want that Iron's never coming on, so
Yeah, I don't
see,
be on.
he's still all
Well,
got
let's
stuff
save it.
from
Let's save it for when
gerbil and
Seth's
shit.
on then.
All right.
Seth went and hid the bushes. He hid in the bushes.
Yeah. Then I saw
No,
Seth take off. I was
no,
like, "What's Seth
hey,
doing?"
okay, no, let's just tell the story because Seth was full Schoono mode. He didn't remember
Yeah,
half
he
of
was
it,
full
so what
Schoono.
does it matter?
All right.
We might
So
as well.
basically, we were at a party like by Jimmy John's, right on like the
Right
main
across the
drag
street,
at Sixth Street,
6th
if you
Street.
know, in Brookings. And then we were walking home, and we're like, well, you know me after a party, like I want some food. And we're walking by McDonald's back to the dorm, so I'm like, hey, let's grab some McChickens in the drive-through, and we'll go home, go to bed, whatever. And then like I'll cross the street, a couple other people cross the street too, and then some of you guys just took the sidewalk on the other side.
I think Iron was the only one that went on the sidewalk because he knew it was a bad idea.
Yeah, he's the only
Yeah.
one that went on the sidewalk.
Wait,
And
Ty,
then-
were you with us?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
okay.
because we played
Yeah.
dice at your guys' buddy's house.
Yeah.
The cop rolls in, and like he just like flies into the parking lot, and like
Sirens on.
the cop in the passenger seat like hops out, and he's like, "Hey, everybody, stop!" And I was like, "Shit!" So I like really didn't want to. And I like looked back, and I just started walking faster and faster, and like everyone's walking right next to me.
We're right next to him.
And then I just like kind of started jogging, and then I took off running, and he was like screaming at me, and don't
At this
run
time,
from the cops. Like
Max is about a little bit down the block, and the guy in the cop car, like all of us are just walking slowly. Max just took them all with him. We let him go. Max took them for the team. We're walking. We're in front of the cop car. He's like, "Get out of the way! Get out of the way!" And once we finally clear, he just roasts his tires, flips on the chairs.
Max
is just-
the lights.
I don't know what I was thinking. Like even telling this story, it just makes me scared. Like, oh fuck. But anyways, so I went like a block north, and then I dropped my
What was he yelling
bag.
at you? What was he yelling at you?
He was like, "Stop, or I'll fucking tase your ass." And then I ran faster, and then I jumped. I dropped my bag, which had my last name like embroidered on it, and then I jumped a fence and ran to an apartment building. Ran around the apartment building, and then like popped up into this like the big dumpsters, and I like laid in there with like my ankle backwards, and I couldn't move.
Your
'cause I was on,
your legs all bent, and you're all
I was
fucked up
on a
in
bunch
there.
of beer cans, and then they were like walking around, like I could see flashlights, whatever. And then, so I just like waited 2 hours. I was like freaking out, like
With just a t-shirt on, and you're in like a little metal
yeah,
bin, like
because
40 degrees out.
I dumped my sweatshirt, and then like I was Snapchatting Brand. I was like, "Dude, you gotta help me! Like I'm fucking freezing."
No, you didn't Snapchat me. You didn't Snapchat me at all. I'm looking on Snap. I was trying to find you, so I start calling you, and you hang up, and you texted me like, "Dude, come find me." And then you got on the phone. You're like, "Brand, I'm so cold. You gotta come find me." Just like shivering in this dumpster.
Yeah, and then they came and picked me up, and I was like just freezing. And
Yeah, threw my coat on him so he could fucking warm up.
Seth
I
was
had
like
the bow warmers on. And okay, Seth,
two
what's
sheets
going
in the
on? He
wind, just fucked
is
up.
he's just fucked up, full schooner mode. He's like like I was drunk, but like I got serious, and he was just being dumber and shit. He's like, Brant, he's my hometown boy. He's my hometown boy. We gotta go get him. We gotta save him. I was like, Schoono, stay here. You're being dumb. Just stay. He's my hometown boy. We gotta go. Just wouldn't quit. So I was
Full
like, all right.
Schoono mode.
I was like, and then I like guilt tripped him. I was like, Schoono, do you want to get kicked out of the nursing program? He's like, no.
Then after that, like 2 days later, that was a Thursday. Then Monday rolls around, like I'm at supplemental instruction class, and like the cops like called me, or I had to call them because they talked to Brant. And then
No, this is like the story. Max was in the shower and cops came in my room. We talked about it earlier. I was
yeah,
playing Madden.
and then I went to SI, like shit my
Yeah.
pants the whole time. And then I called them and I was like, hey, like you're trying to talk to me? And they're like, yep, we're still at your room waiting. I was like, shit, like I'll be there in 5 minutes. And then I like ran across campus, get there, and I like get up the stairs and I'm like sweating and they're standing outside my door and I like shook both their hands. And I was like I said, like, yes, sir. And like I was just they asked to come in my room and there was like I think there was still some alcohol in our room, so I was kind of scared. But I let him in or whatever. And he was just like super straight with me and I was super straight with him. And he's like, I'm the one you ran from. I was like, yeah, like I'm sorry, like I shouldn't have ran. I was just scared because like I really don't want to lose anything like academically, like trying to get into the nursing program. And he's like, I understand that, like um, I'm not or at like Brookings PD, we don't care about underage drinking. Like it goes on, we did it, it happens, whatever. What we care about is like that someone was throwing rocks through back windows of like pickups, and no names, but that person was on our floor.
Yeah, that's the whole
And
reason the cops were at McDonald's.
yeah, that's why they were so mad. And he's just like, so was that you or whatever? Was that you and your friends? I was like, no, sir. Like I can tell you everywhere we went. Like we were at this party all night. I can tell you where the house was, and we came back from there. We walked east on 6th, and then right to McDonald's where you saw me. And he's like, well, if you're telling the truth about that, then it wasn't you guys, because like that's not where the truck was. And I was like, yeah, that's where we were all night. And then he just gave me my bag back, and he's like, so you were in swimming in high school? Or he said, do you swim for SDSU? And I was like, no, sir, I swam in high school. He's like, that's probably why I didn't catch you. I'm out of shape because I used to swim too. I was like, oh, trust me, I'm getting out of shape too. He was cool. His partner just stood there and didn't say anything. But Brookings Police is really nice. Like, in my opinion, I don't have anything against Brookings.
You about got
PD.
shit on. We won't talk about it, but you about got
Ty,
some more
Ty
trouble.
might have something against him.
Yeah,
I understand. But personally, like,
yeah,
don't
what's
run
it
from the cops. That was like the dumbest thing I've done, and I got so lucky. Like, stupid.
If anyone
Except
wants
for
to
the-
send me a new headset, it'd be nice.
Yeah,
Add on
this
it.
guy needs a headset for real though. So, but the only thing I've had one bad run-in with the cops, I guess. But like, otherwise, every time I've ever had it, running with the cops when we were at a house, they basically just said no
Just
carrying
walk. You
beer and
gotta
just walk, just go home, guys. And then we'd end up just like either walking home or going to another house. But like, they were really chill about it. It's kind of like UPD. It's mainly like the ones really against it.
Except for weed. Brookings Police doesn't.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Brookings
don't-
Police do not fuck around with weed. They will bust your ass for that.
Which to me doesn't matter. I'd rather have them fucking strict on that than having a fucking
Yeah.
beer with your
I was gonna
friends.
s- Yeah, I agree with that.
But yeah.
But just like, don't take advantage of them though. Like, just
Yeah.
respect them.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be dumb. Like,
Yeah,
don't like go like sit on their car and at a party or something
Yeah.
like that.
and don't like be throwing your beer cans at them or something when you're driving
or
by and
flipping
stuff like
them
that.
off. Just like don't
Yeah.
like.
Don't chirp them. Respect them.
Yeah, don't chirp them. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Because they'll be driving around. They drive around all night long.
Oh yeah.
Because they have
They'll-
their 24-hour drive around pretty much. But as long as you don't mess with them, they're not gonna mess with you. They're just gonna
Yep.
make make sure you're staying
They're
safe.
just there to keep it safe.
To put it at the underage drinking in perspective in Brookings, like Hobo Day, there's like probably like over like, what do you think? Like at least 5,000 kids.
Oh yeah.
Like
If
Yeah.
not more.
5,000. Yeah, if not more. Like everyone walking around drinking like all day.
Yep.
And the weekend of, no, not even the weekend, Hobo Day, they gave out more DUIs than minors, and they only gave out 17 minors, and
Yeah.
like
And the
that
17 minors.
yeah, you can
Or-
say it.
Yeah, well, the 17 minors is because the kids
people
were being
being
really
dumb.
dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like pissing in public and like throwing
Yeah.
shit
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you can't piss in the middle of the busiest street. Like
I was gonna say they care about the DUIs because getting behind the wheel drunk
the
is
DUIs are probably the guys
way
doing the
worse.
burnouts.
Yeah, it's way
Yeah.
worse than somebody walking
You
around
could actually
being
hurt
drunk.
someone.
Yeah, I was gonna say driving your pickup around drunk with, especially with all those kids there, walking around is way more dangerous than someone like us just walking
Like
around.
no
You know?
point. Like why?
Yeah.
I don't
I
understand.
say everybody walks in Brookings. I don't think there's a point to actually be driving.
It's kind of fun walking too. Like walk like 3 miles one night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then your
Burn,
feet
burn
are
off
all
the
wet.
burn
alcohol
off the
anyway.
bruise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking
been-
when you're buzzing is like way different than
Yeah.
walking sober though. It just goes
Oh
by.
yeah. I would say when
Especially
you're
when
actually
everything's
walking.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say when you're walking and you're like buzzed, you're like, it's just like, holy cow, we walked this far already, and then you're like laughing with your buddies and stuff. You don't even realize where you're going, or like, just time flies.
All right, I
I've
got
been- Oh yeah.
got a couple questions. What's your ideal party house and your ideal like location for the house in Brookings?
All right. So for me, my ideal party house, like a current, like an actual party house right
Like
now.
something that you could get into, like not something like Danville's area, like something.
Oh, like what I would like, what I like from a party house, pretty much
Yeah,
is So like,
Or like what that ones that we've been to, or like what like
no,
we
like
could have.
in a couple of years, like what we could have, like
Oh.
where
Oh.
would you want it to be, and like what
mine would probably be like not too far from campus
That's
because
what I mean,
I
yeah.
like being accessible to kids on campus, because if you're like accessible to kids on campus, yes, you're going to get a lot of kids to come, but it's going to be a lot safer for them and maybe safer for you. You don't know, but like I like it closer to campus, not too close, but like 3 blocks, 4 blocks
yeah.
off campus.
North of 6th or south of 6th?
South.
I'd say
I think
south of
south.
6th.
Yeah.
South of 6th, and just like pretty much just like a party vibe where it's like it doesn't get out of hand, where it's like more of like a vibe house. It's like set up lights and stuff and good music. Good music is always the best, because if you go to a place and it's bad music, it's just not a vibe.
Yeah.
So mine's just like closer to campus and good music, and just kind of.
I agree with Ty. Like good music is key, and for sure a fenced-in backyard. I think. But that could also screw you over though if the police come in. But
yeah,
you gotta hop the fucker. You
But
got.
then you get called in way less if it's
Yeah.
like fence.
If
I'd
it's
say yeah.
and make sure and you have good neighbors and they're not dicks, but
You gotta
I
have
mean,
a
make sure you get
garage,
to know your
too, for the
neighbor.
bidders.
Hopefully, yeah.
hey, I want to get to know my neighbors and say, hey, call us if
Yeah.
before
Don't
you
call the
call the
cops.
cops, call me.
Yeah.
We'll kick everyone
Yeah.
out before you call the cops.
Yeah. Also, like where I want to live in a house is like not such a super nice house, but like a decent house, but like where the bedrooms, like where I'm gonna be sleeping, is clean.
Yeah.
Like the doors you can lock. But
And
the
like
rest of the
a
house,
decent usable kitchen. Like can't be
Yeah.
shit everywhere.
Can't be a super shitty house, but it's also got to be. It's not gonna be a high end house by any
Yeah,
means.
I totally agree with that.
But
Yep.
yeah,
Oh yeah, like because you want to be able to like have fun. Like like you spill a beer in here. Like it's funny. Like who cares? Like we'll clean it up tomorrow morning.
yeah,
And not like, oh shit, you just spilled over my new couch or something like that.
yeah.
Because you know what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
They would have spilled over Big Trust, so
Ooh, would have a problem. Probably would have made it smell better, but
you could grow up anywhere in the world, where would you?
like USA or
Anything.
Kimball, South Dakota. Right where I grew up. It was perfect. Like, I knew a lot of people from the sports I did, but like, I love growing up in Kimball, especially where I grew up here, because I'm in the middle. I'm like 10 miles north of Kimball. I can literally do whatever I want. I can hop on my dirt bike and go down the road, just tearing it up. I can go out my backyard and just shoot off my gun and shoot at birds and stuff. Like, I don't know. It's perfect where I grew up.
Forgot to add one thing: in anywhere and any time frame.
Oh, time frame. If I could do
definitely
any
the
time
80s.
frame before any technology came out, like before phones and stuff came out, I would definitely do it. Like,
Yeah,
I
me
like my
too.
phone to keep in contact with people, but if I didn't have my phone, I'd definitely be okay with it. Like, I just don't like the aspect of my parents like always wanting to know where I'm at and stuff. Like when my
Yeah,
parents grew
Right.
up, they didn't have phones growing up, so
yeah,
they were like out late. Like their parents gave them a curfew, so they had to be home at this time. My mom would tell her parents, "Oh yeah, I'm in Weston Springs," and she'd go to Alpena, which is like 25,
by
30 minutes
Huron.
north. Yeah, and it's like she told her parents she was in Springs. That her parents thought she was in Springs. She was just fine, but she was up in Alpena hanging out with some people. Like,
Yeah, I wish I grew up when my parents grew up too.
yeah.
Like cooler
I think,
cars, they're cheaper.
yeah.
Oh
I think
yeah.
it'd be cool to be like in high school in like the early 80s. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but I
agree.
agree with Ty though. I don't know. People always say they want to get out of their hometown, but like I kind of like growing up or in Chamberlain because like I had the river, so like in the summers we'd go like wakeboarding out on the boat,
yeah.
and then like I had like the nicest motocross track in South Dakota, 20 minutes away, so that kind of worked out for me.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Max?
Mm, we're like early 80s in high school, so that put me born at like 62 or 64 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool to like fucking like somewhere out in Wyoming, like just wild as all hell.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And like
like
you can do
Wyoming.
like anything, just shoot a bunch of guns and like drive like a
Mountains.
Yeah,
bat out of hell.
Yeah, that'd be
It'd be
fun for
cool.
sure.
Wyoming's a cool place. That's where I want to live when I'm older, I think.
Yeah, I want to live like Colorado, Utah. I don't know so much of Colorado. I'm more like Wyoming, Utah, maybe like Montana.
Yeah.
I like those areas where it's like kind
Mhm.
of
Something
wilderness.
less civil, not even civilized, but like less, I don't know, like big buildings and shit like
Yeah, where it's like I can go out into the
That's like kind of how
wilderness and
South Dakota is though.
that.
yeah. That's the way South Dakota is, except the thing I like about Wyoming is like the mountains more.
Mountains. Yep.
Yeah, I like the mountains.
Probably have to move to a red state too, because this Minnesota shit's shit. I
Yeah.
mean, our gas stations still close at like 10 o'clock and nothing's open.
I'd say all of our bars open now.
Yep.
Gas stations are open.
Hmm.
I mean, like, some restaurants are still like 6 feet apart. Like I know Walmart in Sioux Falls is still 6 feet apart and stuff, just because they've had big cases. But like
Yeah.
Midwest or like the middle to the western side is like all open. Like Deadwood's open now.
Yep.
So yeah, that's
Yep.
we're pretty much all open for the most
Just
part.
went to Mi Pueblo today for Mother's Day. Had a good supper in there. A lot of
Ooh, that's
people were
nice.
in there.
Yeah.
Margarita or no?
No, not this time.
Get your mom anything?
Yeah, we got her. Me, Libby, and Dawson bought her like it's like an old pitchfork with a birdhouse drilled into it because she likes garden shit. So
Oh yeah.
my dad bought her a Jeep, so she got a new Jeep.
Really? What year?
Yeah, oh 09, 100,000 miles.
Like a two-door?
No, 4-door.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty nice.
Manual?
No, I wish. My family doesn't have good hasn't had good luck with 2-door manual Jeeps. About died in one, but it was fun. Yeah, sticks are fun. I wish the S10 was stick.
Yeah, I like a manual shift, like little vehicles like that, like an
Hmm.
S10 or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Those are fun to drive.
My old pickup was a blast. 5-speed 92 Chevy shitbox.
Oh, Max, tell Ty about the Ken block of Monty.
Oh, okay, yeah. We should just tell it. Like, so Brant came over last weekend.
Last weekend. Yeah, I loaded up my pit bike in the back of my car. It's kind of
Yeah.
dizzy, just smelling fumes the whole way, but veering off the road.
So as soon as he gets to my house, we're like, we're gonna rip pitters, and then his fucking back tire's flat, tube pinched. So then we ran to O'Reilly's and got a patch kit, patched it up, rode for a while.
That went a lot smoother than I thought it was. That
Yeah.
patch went on there nice.
And then we went downtown and like I'm friends with Colby and he's gonna be a senior and like these other high schoolers were there and this one kid rolls up in this shitbox Grand Prix with his exhaust leak sounding like it's about to blow up. And he calls himself the Ken Block of Montevideo, like Ken Block, the big drifter.
Yeah.
And he's like telling us about this jump. And we're like, well, I don't want to hear about it. Let's go see it. So we drove out to like just northwest of town a little bit. And there's like a downhill and then a railroad
tracks.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then like another like downhill, flat, downhill. So he'd come down in his car, just bottom out, and then it'd like kind of launch
And then he'd
off.
launch, and
Oh, it was funny. He did it like
then
5 or
it was
6 times.
and then it was like 50 yards and then a 90-degree
Oh, yeah.
right turn. So he'd go in there just drifting and about went in the ditch. And he
And
said he was
there's a
on 2
fence
wheels at
on
one
the
time.
one side. And like we saw his tire marks, and he barely must have touched that fence.
They kept hyping him up because like we wanted him to total it or go through the fence or something funny.
He kept just saying like, "I bet," or like
He's like, "Oh, I'm so Nick buzzed right now. I can't walk. Let's do it again."
Yeah. And then we found a different one that he just kept. That one was the second one was actually better, but
Yeah, and he
was hitting
launched it
doing
at
like
least
70.
Yeah, like launched like 50 feet and it just smash on the
And
ground.
they're like 5-pack in there, just a bunch of kids just bouncing off the ceiling.
Just Nick buzzed off their fucking head.
Yeah, that was fun. And then after that, we had a fire at my house and we started drinking or whatever.
We started that bonfire at what, midnight?
No, like 10:45, 11. And like next thing you know, we look over and like
we're
the
just we have
sun's, like, coming
we have
up, dude.
we have the radio on my car. We're just hanging out at midnight, so it's just me, Skuno, and Max. And all of a sudden, the birds start chirping, and we look over, and the sun's coming up, and it's like 5:30. We're like, "Oh shit, where'd the time go?"
Me and Brand had one more beer at I think it was 5:35 or something like that, and then we finished that. Went back inside at like 6 o'clock. Went to bed.
Tell them what happened the next morning.
Next morning, I go upstairs at I woke up at like 8:39 because I was gonna go clean up.
I'm just passed out. I didn't even.
Oh
know
yeah,
I didn't even know.
I didn't give a shit. I go up to the tool shed, and it was actually I didn't even make it up to the tool shed. My mom stopped me, and she's like, "So, how much you drink last night or whatever?" Yeah, I mean, I was like, "We didn't drink that much," and she's like, "Oh, okay." But then I went up, and Brand's car is dead, and so
it was on for like 5 hours.
Yeah,
like
his
not
car
running,
died at like 3 in the morning, so then we had to pull my truck up. I thought my truck was gonna be dead, but it wasn't. I don't know. I cleaned up like 40 beers in the morning. 2 guys.
And then tell them like how it went. Like it's just so funny.
Okay, so my mom, sorry mom, she found she saw like 2 cases of Twisted Teas and the beer or whatever, and she's like, "You guys drank all of that last night?" Because there was two other of our buddies there, and I was like, "Oh, they didn't drink last night. It was just me and Brant." So like, it sounded way worse.
Just me and Brant just took down all that alcohol.
It was 2 cases of Twisted Teas and like a half a case of Bush or something.
I accidentally sent a video to like my family group chat too at like 4:45 in the morning of Brant just like
show
stumbling
him
out.
it. Pull it up.
I'll put it in the.
Kid's fucked. You go shout at the devil or what? Oh fuck! Hopping on the collie.
Max's mom in the morning was like, he could barely walk.
Yeah, that was good though.
I love you though, Tammy. Thanks for letting me come out. Oh, Max, we gotta tell him about the golf course. We won't bring any names into it though. Won't bring any names into it.
Go to the fucking golf course and pretty tuned up. He gets his own cart, and we get our own. And like right away, first hole in money, it's like just a straight downhill. And like I'm driving, like I'm ready to just like kind of fuck around with Brant. We're going down the hill. The golf carts, like, they're governored out, but like if they're downhill, they go
Going
pretty
downhill, they're
quick.
going faster. Yeah.
So I'm like, I was gonna like tap the brake and like do a quick just like skirt and then let go, but I like tapped the other
Park
side of the
brake.
brake, like where it parks. So then it like locked the brakes, and then it just like slid. Me and Brant were like just like sliding, turning, going down a steep ass
Like
hill, and I'm like,
sideways, just going like chopping, and then it finally turned around backwards. And literally right
It-
before he was about to say it, I was like, dude, I just hate it when people like turn sharp on a hill, and then he does it, and then I'm like, oh,
I was more surprised that we didn't roll it than that.
oh god, I thought we
Like,
were rolling,
I didn't know.
and I was on the edge that I was gonna get smashed by everything.
Yeah, and then we're coming down a hill on like a tar, and I'm just cruising, and Brant grabs the wheel, cranks it into a metal pole holding a garbage. So I'll try to
pull
put
it up.
that video
I'll
too.
pull the. Okay, yeah. Just me ramming, and then I try to bring him into something else, and he doesn't, and I grab it, and it turns him just smokes into a metal garbage can, and then his brother, he's just like messing around doing cookies and stuff, and he just bumpers up with
Snapchatting
something, just starts just snap. And then like there's like a little piece of the golf course like marked off where they're planting grass with like wood stakes and rope around it. He just goes straight over the stakes, takes out the rope, and then I'm driving. I do the same thing. Just act like it's normal. Like Max's brother was just cruising like this, acting like it was normal, like thunk, thunk.
Yeah, that was funny.
And then like I was
Kinda
just
tore that
being
place
dumb
up.
because, and then after that whole we all shotgunned one. Throw that in there. You might have to throw that in there. And then I'm feeling like I don't know, I'm feeling a little buzz, and I take Max's 60 and I grab it and I smoke one of the hubcaps and it falls off. I was like, oh shit. So I put it in the back and I was like, okay, that was kind of fun. So I break another one off, put it in the back. And then we're on this hill like this. And Max is on there just spinning his tires like, just wait, Max, just wait. So I grab the hubcap, slide it onto the tire to get traction. It goes a little bit forward. Grab the other one, give it a little bit more, gives it up. So I put down 4 of the hubcaps just to get up a hill, and we just left them there.
Yeah, that was good.
And then the hole before that, there's like a sand trap, like where you hit, like you get stuck in the bunker.
Yep.
I always see dirt bikes flying through there, hitting them. I was like, oh, that'd be fun. I've never drove in one of these because everyone knows everyone in Chamberlain, and they'll know that it's me fucking around up there. So I was like, if it doesn't do this, I'm gonna. But he's just cruising, 2 hands on the wheel, just cruising, goes down wide open, jumps up, all 4 wheels come off the ground and just smashes straight down. It keeps going, and then I do the same thing, just boom. Oh, it's so funny. And then me and Max are putting and bumpered up with something, just roasting the tires. And you see him with a Snapchat phone, just putting it on the wheel, going over, getting the other side, just roasting the tires.
Oh shit.
And then I got a video of Max jumping his golf cart down like a little step down, and our bags about to fly out the back. We'll throw that in here too.
Max, your ball's over there.
Here too.
Yeah, I think you sent me that video where the bags are just
that was on my
flying all
story.
out.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Oh, golfing while you're a little tuned up is like the best thing ever, especially when you can. Like, I think I had more fun fucking around on the cart than actually.
Oh
golfing.
yeah, it's so much more fun.
Yeah. Oh
That was
yeah.
actually golf. That was like one of the best I've ever played. I parred 2 holes in a row, which I had never done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun than actually golf good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'd rather golf like shit with a cart than golf really good and walk the course.
Yeah, no kidding.
Any day. Oh. Yeah, I'll probably go golfing in Brookings. And me and Mark always have fun on the carts. Riggs never does because he has his own, and his dad will get pissed if he breaks anything. But Riggs will be hammered when we go. So we'll get him to do dumb stuff on him, jump on him or something, get kicked out for life, not being able to go back.
Well, should we call her a wrap?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you made it this far, which probably is a
Episode
select few.
4.
Episode 4.
All right.
Yep.
Like the video.
Yep.
Peace
See you
out,
guys.
boys.
Yeah.